Hello, hi there, it's me, it's Dave, or the Jaded Rabbit. God bless you, my friends. Thank you kindly for joining along for another one of these crazy live streams. Oh yes, we love to tackle the crazy, sensitive topics. I do love it when it's sensitive. Oh, that reminds me of, what was it called? Sensitive phonograph? Maybe something. If you've seen crazy anime, you might know. You might know that one. Anyways, so yes, crazy times. Mortal Kombat 1. What are we doing? Where is Mortal Kombat 1 going? Mortal Kombat 1 is going nowhere good quickly. With the release of Chaos Reigns coming ever so quickly. Ooh, less than a month now. September 24th. We're the 28th today. Things are just going to be ramping up in terms of the propagandized marketing machine. I'm not into it. No. But also US elections. I'm not American, yet somehow these elections are having an effect even on me, because I can trust and rely upon our nearest and dearest. I should have pulled this up. Dominic Cianciolo. You should not be unfamiliar with the name of Dominic Cianciolo, for he is one of the lead developers at NRS, responsible for making the story that everyone is pre-ordering and going to be playing very soon. So, yes, bear that in mind, that the person who is running the story is this crazy leftist. I'm not saying it as if I'm like conservative, because I'm not. I don't believe in conservative things, clearly. But I also don't believe in violent political rhetoric. I say violent because, yes, they are trying to violently change things. It is very scary for myself. But yeah, we're going to be getting into it. So why are the devs all voting for Kamala? I mean, you can see it here that Dominic Cianciolo is very much retweeting and reposting Kamala HQ. But it seems like this Kamala affiliation is not limited to just the single white fellow, Dominic Cianciolo, but basically all of the white developers of NRS. They're strongly leftist and strongly for Kamala. So I believe the meme is white dudes for Kamala. yes, I do believe it's called this. White dudes for Harris. What on earth? So yes, NRS is not escaping that. They are also part of this trend of white dudes for Kamala Harris. Who was there? Not who was there. I feel like that happened just so recently. White dudes for Kamala was even cornier than it sounds. Okay. Fabulous. I'm so glad that NRS is filled with a bunch of corny individuals. But I'm not into this whole entire idea of pushing politics into the video game, but here we are. And if we are going to be following the kind of political rhetoric that is set up by Dominic Cianciolo, I think we should also take a little look-see at this. I found this today. I've never seen this before. I was very curious about this. Have you ever heard of an individual named Robin DiAngelo, where she develops this idea of nice racism? Or that white people with a smile on their faces can also be very racist? I think when white people say that they're racist, I'm gonna believe that they're racist. I don't believe they're all racist, but if a certain one individual says that they are racist, maybe they are.
Welcome back to Black News Tonight as we continue our celebration of Black August, honoring the freedom struggles of the past and present.
Okay, let's be real. Black August? What's Black August? I never heard of that one. I'm pretty sure August in Montreal is for Pride. Yeah, the French do Pride a little differently in Montreal, but yes.
The question arises, what role do white people have to play in the fight for justice and equality? Books like
what do white people have to do about anything? Great question.
Like How the Irish Became White by Noel Ignatieff, or
How the Irish Became White. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know where this rhetoric, this ideology is coming from that Irish people aren't white. When did this happen? Is it because they're redheaded and very fair, so they're not white? I'm so confused. Also, it all feeds back. Like, think about flat earthers. What do you mean the N-word isn't racialized? What do you mean it's originally meant for Irish people? Like, I'm dying. The only black Irish I know is Mariah. Yes, ma'am. Mariah's Carey mother. She was like a vocal teacher. She was also white. And her daddy was black. Yes. Yes. So I guess she's black Irish. Look at that. Don't need Baileys. You can get black Irish. That's nice. So let's go back to this.
Or The Invention of the White Race by Theodore Allen were revolutionary almost for getting people to examine whiteness as a social construct. And of course,
what? Okay, so gender is a social construct, so is whiteness. I'm so confused. How long ago is this from? 3 years ago? Well, like, what's happening to the world? Someone please explain.
We owe a huge conceptual debt to the great W.E.B. Du Bois, who raises the question around the psychic and psychological wages of whiteness and black reconstruction in 1935. So black folk did that too. But many would argue that my next guest has been just as...
I'm so lost. I've been getting my pseudo degree in gender studies, but not this racial studies. I haven't even been trying.
Influential as anybody in recent moments.
So it's a white chick. Unless she's Irish, which is apparently not white. Well, I'm confused.
The best-selling author of White Fragility, Why It's So Hard for White People to Talk About Racism. Well, she has a new book. It's called Nice Racism, How Progressive White People Perpetuate Racial Harm.
White Fragility, Nice Racism, How Progressive White People...
Joining me now...
Create harm? Propagate harm? What does it say there? Perpetuate harm. WTF. This is what's selling #1? I'm so confused. Not that you just got a Kamala ad. Hey, DB. They don't know who I like. Not that they're saying that I'm telling you to vote for Kamala. Oh no, Dave's pro Kamala. Uh-oh. Gwen Stefani Brown Becky. Hey, JD Rabby. Hello. Leave a like, my friends, or get out. Yes, we need the likes. This is the currency of YouTube. Pay up, please. Or do something else you enjoy. But yes, I'm so confused by this nice racism. These are terms that I've never heard about. I've heard people throw around the term white fragility. I've also had this term be applied to me in my discussion of race in Mortal Kombat 1. I don't understand why people think I'm white or why people think I'm fragile. I've been here every single day, babes. Day in, day out. I ain't fragile. They're fragile. Okay, so nice racism, how progressive white people perpetuate harm. So are we looking at Dominic Cianciolo? Is Robin DiAngelo calling out Dominic Cianciolo for being too progressive and perpetuating harm with his nice racism? Fuck. It's just too many questions.
Is Robin DiAngelo. Robin, always good to see you. The title of the book, Nice Racist. What is a nice racist?
Look how happy he is. What's a nice racist? Because I don't know what that is. Can you explain?
A nice racist is me.
A nice racist is me.
A nice racist is the more...
And look, that smile, gone. He was jokey about it. He's like, what's a nice racist? She's like me. And then he's like, uh-oh, I better watch out. That's why I'm so scared, too. Like, when people say that if they're saying that they're racist, that their grandma's racist, well, maybe they are. But I don't think you can generalize and call a whole entire group of people racist, or say that black people can't be racist or colored people can't be racist. It's just too much. Racism exists everywhere. It's any form of prejudice against another group of a different color. Forgot. Prejudice of a different color. Yeah. I don't get it. Nice racism?
Implicit end of the continuum. It's really easy and clear to recognize explicit acts of racism.
See, like, I'm just wondering what this guy is thinking in his head. Like, how racist is this bitch that I'm talking to that she's saying that she's a racist, a nice racist? So does that mean you're going to smile to my face and then think in your head, ooh, let's drag him? Like, I'm so confused.
But black folks are undermined every single day by people, white folks with smiles on their faces.
So how is she undermining the interviewer is the question. Like, no wonder his smile went away so quickly. Is like, you're admitting you're a racist. Well, like, how? Why?
And yet there's an outcome. And I wanted to challenge this very familiar narrative that whenever a white person is accused of racism, they usually are defended with the claim, he couldn't be racist, he's a really nice guy.
What? I've never really heard that. I've never heard anyone say that about Fate. I'll say that Fate's racist. I'll say Total MK's a little bit racist. They're both racist. They're both idiots. So, like, I've never heard anyone say, but they're such nice people. I've never heard that one.
Right. So this idea that niceness and collusion with racism are mutually exclusive.
Why the term racism? Your subtitle talks about racial harm. There are people who will say, well, I can concede that I do racial harm. I mean, we all do harm. And if it happens to racialized or minoritized people, I can own that. But when you call me a racist, I don't want to own the title or the identity of racist. What do you say to those people?
Well, I mean, it was a strategic choice, right? If nice racism gets your attention, I don't want to lose it right at the get-go with calling you a racist. I think that if you understand what I'm saying, you would understand why I might say that.
I'm so confused. I don't understand at all. I don't understand at all. And for me, if she can't explain it as to why a nice racist is different from just a regular straight up racist, please, I don't need you to explain further. At the same time, like, this kind of generalization that this individual is applying, it definitely has been perpetuated into the Mortal Kombat 1 discourse. Like, I have heard people throw around the term white fragility, and she is the originator of this word, white fragility. And I guess this is just, how would you define this? This is something I don't know. If I have to guess, it's like if someone is upset about something. I don't get it. Oh, definition, please? Can we get definition? Discomfort and defensiveness on the part of a white person when confronted by information about racial inequality and injustice. I don't think that there can be oh my god, like this is just so incentivizing hate Oh, it just makes so many people hate each other. It makes me think of that stupid movie I saw on Amazon Prime, American Society for Magical Negroes. Like, they got the black people hating the white people, they got the white people hating themselves and hating the blacks. It's just too much hate. Oh, this person should not be. She is definitely fulfilling. This is pot calling kettle black. How progressive white people perpetuate racial harm. Oh, she is definitely living up to that, because she is perpetuating these crazy ideas that all white people should be treated as racists because they're white and they have an unconscious bias living in the world that prefers them or something. Some bullshit. I think like the best way to I guess debate or confront opposing ideas is for you to articulate them for yourself. I find it very hard to articulate some of these ideas because they just sound so preposterous. So preposterous. So I don't think that Robin DiAngelo and Dominic Cianciolo are that much different. They seem to believe in the same political rhetoric. In fact, let's see. Let's do a quick search. Trans from at Dom Cianciolo. Like Dominic Cianciolo, Marjorie Taylor Greene is openly advocating violence against... Oh, Jesus. Like, why is Dominic Cianciolo posting about this on his Twitter, where he claims to be story and voiceover director for Netherrealm Studios, and there's like not even like all of my tweets are my own or some bullshit. Right? Like, why does he have to insert himself in there? Like, this is the progressive white person who is perpetuating harm, according to Robin DiAngelo. And, you know, this name here, Edu Kiev, Combat Memories and Collectibles, building an international MK museum. Okay, so Dom is posting this to his audience, which is, I would say, predominantly a Mortal Kombat community. And it's kind of wild that the Mortal Kombat community just accepts it. Accepts all this, like, crazy politics. So sorry for DB watching the Kamala ad. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't understand YouTube. I don't understand this. So I feel like we're gonna, you know what? We're going to be taking a look at other people besides Dominic Cianciolo, but this definitely sets the tone of Mortal Kombat 1. It's going to be left aligned. It's going to be having outspoken voices from white people complaining about how we're not treating black people right, or trans people right, or gay people right. Like, you're none of those things, and yet you're defending those people because you're, according to Robin DiAngelo, inherently a nice racist, and you're fighting your own racist tendencies by perpetuating harm. I'm confused. I'm so confused. But, like, at the same time, I want to understand where these people are coming from so that I can adequately debate them if ever presented an opportunity. Because, yeah, like, I feel like when I go out in the world, it's nice to have conversations with people. And, like, I did come across this one individual who was, like, helping my mom. And she didn't say she was Canadian. She's like, oh, I'm Sri Lankan. And I'm like, well, you don't have an accent. Where were you born? And she's like, well, I was born here in Canada. And I'm like, well, you're not Sri Lankan. You're Canadian. I was born here. I'm a Canadian too. My mom may be born elsewhere, but we're Canadian. A lot of people want to say, like, oh, where their ethnicity is from, like, 10, 20, 100 years ago, 300 years ago. No one cares where you came from 300 years ago. I don't care where I came from 300 years ago. So, yeah, like, it's so ridiculous. Oh, boy. Wherever you're born, that's where you are. That's where you're from. Where you choose to emigrate to, that's what you've now become. Yes, because my mommy does not have a passport for where she used to be. Now she has one for Canada. She's Canadian. So I don't get it. Whatever. Anyways, so let's have like a change of like pace. Let's have a palette cleanser, or maybe a palette destroyer. Now, I've never seen this. Maybe perhaps you have. And this was actually the song from the credits of Mortal Kombat 1. Where am I going with this? The Mortal Kombat music sucks. It really sucks super hard. If that could be my literary discourse on this game. Yes, it sucks hard. And not in a good way. So, Mortal Kombat music, I feel, is out of touch. It sounds like Chinese buffet music, elevator music, not even music. It's not engaging. And if you watch me play the game, like, you know, I put on different musics. Because the game music sucks. Now, I came across this rap song from Mortal Kombat 1. It's in the credits. I'm sure you've heard it too. But I've never seen this video. I would like to see the video. I would also like to know, in my own song crafting experiences, how I can be better. Because I really don't like this rap song. But I also don't like some other songs that we're going to be looking at. So this is just the beginning. So let's see.
This video is sponsored by WB Games.
Do you hear that? This video was sponsored by WB Games. WB paid for a shit rap song when they could have had a wonderful ballad about gender transition, or they could have had a lovely pop song about Steffi, or they could have had, you know, like lots of other songs, you know, that I've made. But F them. Ew, F them. Ew, 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 ew. I remember back in my misguided days of MK11 when I would actually respect the developers. But I no longer have respect for them. They don't deserve it. Damn them. It's just CGI trailer.
I didn't come here to play games. They calling me out here to slay lames. In a new direction, this a new lane. This a new crew, this is gang gang. Luke Kane coming through with the red and the blue flame. He done reset the timeline, this a new thing. And I don't think you got the guts to compete, it's a crew game.
Like, this is not Biggie. Oh, what's that song by Biggie? You know what? Oh, something, 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 Big Papa. Yes, I like that song. I don't like this. I also really don't like the beat. Some of the beats are just so minimalistic.
You know what that means. You get stuck to the wall like a flat screen.
And it sounds like a computer. Ew.
And if we battle, then that is a sad scene. My fatality comes with a tag team. Scorpion, screaming, get over here. Spirit demons, they can't stand against this team. Baraka is grabbing and stabbing your abdomen, turning your body to Swiss cheese. I was born to battle, so I'ma repeat up.
What does it mean, rip it up? What does rip it up mean? The new terminology, like ripped, when I hear rip, I'm thinking about like ripped sphincter, ripped rectum. Like, that's what I'm thinking about. Jeez, I'm thinking about an episiotomy. Do you guys know what an episiotomy is? Episiotomy. I can't spell it. What's the... Do you see how I tried to spell it and how it's actually spelled? Well, at the same time, I wasn't really trying to type. That's sometimes what I do. I'll just smash buttons. But the difference between the actual spelling... But do you know, this is a rip. When you rip between the vagu in the no-no zone. When you rip the taint. Yes, when you rip the taint. An episiotomy. Also known as a perineotomy. This is usually when babies are too big and they can't come out. So poor mommy has to get her taint ripped open. Okay, so that's what they're gonna do when playing MK1. They're gonna rip your taint.
I've been fighting all my life, yeah, I got it in my blood. Ain't nobody gave me nothing, yeah, I got it out the mud.
Ew, he got his blood out of the mud? What kind of rhymes are these? Ew. Nasty.
I'm gonna crush him, cause I got it in my blood.
WB Games paid for this shit. In my blood. Got it in my blood. Got it in my blood like syphilis. Got it in my blood like the high five. Got it in my blood like Mpox. Monkeypox. So like I was curious. They said here in Canada that like monkeypox, this is a thing. And I'm like, what? Why is it a thing? I thought it was over. They're like listing 2023 end. But apparently there's a resurgence of the monkeypox. So I might be putting monkeypox into my title for my YouTube. It's in our blood like monkeypox. Or COVID or something. I don't know. With no moralization and no stigmatization, the epidemiology of Mpox in Canada is largely almost exclusively in the men who have sex with men community. Fabs. Another reason to stay off of Grindr. Really, it's among men who have sex with men who are having multiple sexual partners. What the fuck? When is this? 21 hours ago. Why? August 22nd. Great. Great. So no strange for Dave. No strange. No Mpox. Please. The only thing I've got in my blood is this god-awful MK1.
Got it in my blood. Got it in my blood. When I get to chopping down his body in the sludge.
Wait, blood and sludge? These are the rhymes? Ew, people like this? Ew, they've never heard a good song in their life. So yeah, this makes me feel like people are fucking stupid. They have no taste. They don't like things. I'm like so confused. So confused as to how people are enjoying this. So this is the greatest rap from Mortal Kombat 1. Okay. This is catchy AF. The flow is nice, so nice. So, like, people like budget beats. This is what I'm learning. People like budget beats. Mac on the beat. Mac, you could have tried a little harder on the beat. I think if there was maybe a nicer beat, I could have gotten into it at least halfway. But I'm not like digging these, like, vocals.
Got it in my blood.
Get it in my blood. Like, what kind of singing is that? Like, give me more singing. Give me vocal talent. Where's the vocal talent?
This video is sponsored by WB Games.
Oh, yeah, that's right. WB couldn't afford talent because they've been paying for shit like Megan Fox. And African Syraxia? Sectoria. Oh, Sectoria looks like a man. Oh, she looks like a man. Okay, so before we continue, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining. They took advantage of the old lady for their agenda. They made Sector Madame Beau's daughter. Yes, I know. It's dumb. We spoke about that yesterday. Exactly. I've been saying that for many years. Boot up Mortal Kombat 1 or 2 versions. The character's screen got you super pumped and excited to play. With MK1, you could literally Zeds. Yes, you could literally snooze through the character select. Looking at the tower UI where everything's just so placid, complacent, lazing, boring. Yeah, it's just so terrible. They weren't excited about their game, and they want us to be excited about the game. So they try to hype themselves up, usually with some, like, fast-paced music. This is not fast-paced rap, is it? It doesn't feel fast.
Blue Crew, this is gang gang. Liu Kang coming through with the...
I've heard Nicki Minaj go more fast. If Nicki can do it faster, he could have tried harder. And he also didn't understand the concept POC, because the concept of POC, it's only an American... What is POC? Is that a person of color? I hear people say BIPOC, and I'm also not sure about that, because why do we have to exclude the gays and les? Why is it only BIPOC? Where's the white people? White people can't fit in there either. It's so racist. It's just so much racism going on in the world, which is so sad. 5 of you need to do your job, or I'm gonna think you're a nice racist like Robin DiAngelo. I know a guy who is an escort who got Mpox and couldn't work for 1 month. Oopsie, it takes a month to go away. Is crazy. I was reading that. Yes, 2 to 4 weeks. And then like here, when in Canada, like you can go get the vaccine, but I'm sure you're put onto some registry of like loose men who have sex with other men. And I don't want to be on that registry. They can keep my name off their government registries. No, thank you. Okay, so yeah, I think like this song, bad. But I think it's also like part of a greater symptom of like where all of the art in this world is going down the shitter. Now, I'm probably going to get copyrighted for this, but I also really don't care. That's why you should leave a like. Leave a like or get out. Do something better with your time. So yes, I don't know if you guys have heard about this. I just learned about this yesterday. Katy Perry, Woman's World. Have you heard of this song? Like, maybe I won't play the music, because the music is kind of not necessary. It's really about the visuals. And I was so confused about this. Because, like, you got all of these construction babes. And it's looking like, I don't know. Have you ever seen Benny Benassi? I can't get no satisfaction. Yes. Wait, where is this the one with the girls? No, it's not the one with the girls. Okay, where's the one with the girls? Because I remember Verse the Rolling Stones is not supposed to be mixed. Why are they mixing it? Okay. Benny Benassi Satisfaction Construction Girls. Have you ever seen that video? And then I've seen the ones where they did like the parody of like the dudes doing it, fat dudes doing construction. But like it's Katy Perry is immediately giving me this kind of like sexy early 2000s music in the video, and I don't think it's intentional, which is so weird. So she's doing like, you can get that you can slide down your pants and you could pee like a man, which sounds useful if you're drunk. Like, who wants to take off all your clothes if you're drunk? So yeah, having like fake pee-pee hose could be useful, but like this is not the vibes I'm getting. Also, ew, like if this was a man, it would be like one of those fat plumbers with their butt crack showing, but instead he'd be wearing a G-string. Here we're like in Antifa land or something, you know, that neighborhood that was ruled by Antifa. It seems like we're there. Like, what is going on? What is going on in the background? This seems like sexy lingerie. Like, you should not wear that in public. The holes are too close to the snatch. And was that a pregnant man? Oh no, it's a woman. Woman presenting. Gay. Like, this is the worst kind of gay pandering. The gays didn't sign off on this. Did the gays sign off on this? When did the gays approve this? I'm so confused. There's just been a lot of confusing things today, and I hope someone can explain to me what's going on. So this, What the hell? What the hell is this outfit? So why is she wearing a bikini? Why is there so much garbage? Why is she wearing these weird hip leg things like a bionic woman? Like, what's going on? The fake garbage kills me too. Like, someone was paid to throw garbage and leave all these car doors open. Yeah, right. That's so dumb. People will pay for anything. And there's like a fountain of jizz. Like, what's going on? What is this? When is this? What is that? Why does this happen? Is this supposed to be a commentary on environmental consciousness, conscious use of fossil fuels? I'm trying to understand the rhetoric here. She is a leftist, so I want to know, where is she coming from with saying these things? Is it because people get BBLs and it may not be safe? It may be gasoline? This look like they're gonna pop. Girls, why are these girls doing this? Is this what a woman's world is? Frightful. I don't understand. What is the meaning of this? So does it mean Trisha can't drive? Does it mean girls can't do their own makeup without a gay? What does it mean? What does all of this mean? And then she looks so sad. Like, sad girl putting on her makeup before geisha gets effed by an American or something. Like, this is what it's giving. Okay. So, like, instead of, like, a Texas, cow skull kind of thing, it's a rhinestone womb. Rhinestone womb! I mean, we've heard of disposable wombs from that trans individual, but yeah, rhinestones for the power drill, rhinestones for the fallopian tubes. And then, like, why are you walking with so much jiggle, Katie? Where are you going that you need to jiggle so much? Why? Like a random black girl in the backyard. So why is this random black girl doing dancing in this nice Asian lady's home? Or is she adopted? Is this a mixed family? Blended family, whatever the hell they call it. Black girl did it better than Katie. Is this nice racism? Is this white fragility? What is this? Why did she steal the black girl's dance and not do it as well as the black girl? Yeah, I'm so confused. It's such a fascinating time for Katy Perry. So, like, I do know that her parents are, like, super Christian, and she's, like, Christian girl, good girl gone bad. But this is so lame. I miss I Kissed a Girl. Do you remember that? I better not sing Katy Perry. Actually, Katy Perry loves to copyright, so we might get a copyright here. But yeah, I remember I made a song, I kissed Devora and I liked it. Yeah, I kissed Devora and I liked it. Yeah, we made a song like that, and Katie did not like it. She copyrighted that. So, you know, Kesha didn't copyright me for that last song I made. Oh, I love Kesha way more. So, there's also that whole discourse of, like, Katy Perry working with Dr. Luke, who allegedly raped Kesha with drugs. LOL. But yeah, what I don't get it. Woman's world. A woman's world where a woman can get drugged and raped. Yay! Katy Perry has so much social commentary for us. So I feel like all of this is pointing to why we have crap music in Mortal Kombat 1. If the children are enjoying drivel Katy Perry, and I don't like it. But why she needs so many rollers? And you know what? The rollers ain't helping. The rollers ain't helping. She still look old. The thing that's helping is all of this foundation and makeup. Look, her lips are overlined like a drag queen. Drag it up, baby. Drag it up. Okay, so yeah, crazy, crazy times. So we took a look at white racist. Wait, that didn't come out right. White people being nice racists. We took a look at that. And then we took a look at this crazy music, and I think Katy Perry would also self-identify as a nice racist. Yes. Unless she's like a secret plant for Donald Trump. But I really don't think that's happening. But yes, Katy Perry ruining our culture, ruining music. Same goes for Mortal Kombat 1. Horribly ruined. But I think like we should start taking a look at not only Dominic Cianciolo. Dominic Cianciolo is one of the bigwigs at NRS. But this problem of inserting political rhetoric into the story that they tell is everywhere in the company. And it's kind of hard to deal with because knowing that these talent, these engineers, these whoever they are, that they are part of this hive mind where white people are nice racists and we gotta affirm everyone's gender even if they're 5 years old. Like what? What? This is what these people believe in? So I've got people who follow Joe Biden. Now, my Twitter, if you ever go to my Twitter, I don't even really go to my Twitter, but if you go to my Twitter, where is it? Jaded Rabbit. Here we go. Yeah, I don't even go to my Twitter. Look, it has my old background. Ooh, we might go back to the old background. I miss it. It was very pink. But yeah, you can see here who I'm following. And the only people I follow are people who are developing Mortal Kombat 1. People who are working on, well, I guess the canceled Onslaught. Oh my god, I'm trying to reset my Apple password. It takes like a week and a half. Why? Just let me use it. Maybe I should just create a new account, but then I would lose one of the things that I purchased. Okay, so like you know Kylie Sonique Love. Do you know Miss Fame? Did you know that Miss Fame had a CD or an album? Beauty marked. And one of her songs was Rubber Doll. And I paid for that on Amazon with a gift card. Or not Amazon, iTunes. So I would like to get back my old account, but it's like taking forever. But yeah. Anyways, so these are all the guys that I follow, and they're all animators, programmers, QA people. Yeah. Terrible. Terrible. So I have here the people who follow Kamala Harris and the people who follow Joe Biden, who are also on my following list. You can see that Shang Tsung, the actor who plays him, loves Joe Biden. So it seems like it's a very Hollywood kind of thing to be a leftist. I mean, Katy Perry, she was crying for Hillary Clinton. We got Megan Thee Stallion twerking for Kamala. Celebrities tend to be more leftist. So Jonathan Anderson, Matt Pearson, I mean, like, these are just all the people. So you can see a lot of these. Senior environment artist, senior animator, co-creator of Mortal Kombat. Like, people talking about John Tobias coming back to save something. He's going to make it ugly and culturally sensitive. Like, that's what they want. That's what John Tobias wants, just as much as Ed Boon. Lead engineer, voiceover director, senior game designer, audio director, Tyler Lansdowne. These are the people who follow Joe Biden. You'll see many of the same names repeated following Kamala Harris because they are part of that leftist pack where they want to express their political beliefs in not only their workplace, not only their social media, but also in the product that they deliver to players. And that bothers me so much. And I wish people would wake up, get woke to the issue. People need to get woke. Jack Spriggs wasn't lying. I ain't got centuries to wait for people to get woke. Go look on the Twitter. You can see that all these losers are nice racists who believe that if they vote for Kamala Harris, they can absolve themselves of being nice racists. Great. Wonderful. Lovely. It's so strange. I can't. So I was looking at Jandy, and this is quite curious. He's removed all of his, like, he was a producer for MK1. He's removed that. Now he doesn't put it there. He has like these 6-pointed stars. Surely that can't be for Israel. Surely that can't be for Israel. What is it for? So, just scrolling through his things, I'm trying to understand. Okay. All right. He retweeted this not even a day ago. This woman was arrested in front of her 10-year-old for daring to ask about how much city officials are being paid. This happened in the town I live in. Surprise, Arizona. Not Surprise, Arizona. Not that there's a town called Surprise. Surprise. In Arizona? Really? Ooh, that's the last thing you want to see on your free clinic test. Surprise. America is a fascist police state, and it's only getting worse. What? So why is Jandy talking about this? What happened? 3-minute long clip ends up with a woman getting arrested. Hopefully we can get some context before the arrest. But, like, do you see this? It's not only Dominic. It's all of the people who work at NRS. And I think it's very much the work bro culture. If you want to fit in with the nice racist, you have to say that you're racist and vote for Kamala. Like, I don't get it. So let's see. Oh, it's not working. Why? Work.
Open right now that are, quote, pending legal review that I am entitled to request.
I've got to interrupt you here because...
Okay, are you going to stop the timer?
This is the public meeting forum that you agree to when you speak, and I want to read this to you, that there are oral communications...
Wow, the Surprise, Arizona, like, city town hall is popping. They look so fancy. How much money do you think they spent on this fancy, like, pedestal podium? And not even that they couldn't have, like, a semicircle so people could look at each other. They're sat in a front line so that when they're talking to each other, they don't have to look at each other. It's just like RuPaul's Drag Race. The judges never look at each other. This is so strange.
During the city council meeting may not be used to lodge charges or complaints against any employee of the city or members of the body, regardless of whether such person is identified in the presentation by the name or by any other reference that tends to identify him or her.
That's all fine, well and good, but that's a violation of my First Amendment rights.
So that's...
Bitch, you're submitting to your local authority to go inside of their building. You are not in public land. You're at the city land. They own that land. They own this little town hall. You're going into their little fancy podium place to go complain, and the guy has to remind you to not complain about a specific employee. Who is it, the mayor? Who is it, the mayor? Well, I think mayor is worthy of criticism, and I do think that there is room for criticism, but I think there's also room for decorum. So let's see how bad she was behaving.
Well, this is your warning, okay?
A warning for what?
A warning for attacking the city attorney personally.
This is all factual information.
It doesn't matter.
So we are missing some context. Like, we didn't hear the beginning of what prompted old guy to get upset.
You're violating my First Amendment rights.
Ooh, I just hate that excuse. Ooh, you're violating my First Amendment. People should plead the Fifth. People should shut up. That's what they should do.
What you agree to when you first speaking. This is the form.
It is unconstitutional, Mayor Hall.
Well, it's not.
Well, if it's unconstitutional, change it through the proper means, not by yelling at them at their town hall meeting.
Unconstitutional.
It is.
And if you're
The Supreme Court has upheld. I could get up here and I could swear at you for 3 straight minutes, and it is protected.
No.
What? What? Okay, all right. I see that she's a little extremist. What do you mean she could get up there for 3 minutes and just swear at the guy? This is too insane.
No, you
by the
can't.
Supreme Court.
So Jandy is supporting this plump girl in her want of berating people for a straight 3 minutes. Do you remember there was some trans individual who went viral for going to a town hall and screaming? I don't think they were trans. I think it was a woman. Or maybe she was claiming to be trans. But she just screamed for like a whole minute. And those stupid idiots let her scream. Like, why? It doesn't make sense. And also, you're performing, plump lady. You're performing to an empty audience. There's no one in the seats to watch. Like, all of this dramatics in real life, no one cares.
It is.
No, you can't.
Why don't you look at case law?
No, you can't.
I can.
So if you want to be
Also, the chair is engaged in the debate, so
do you
point
want
of
to be
order.
escorted out of here? Do you want to be escorted out
You're
of here?
violating
or are
my
you gonna
First
stop
Amendment rights.
Talking.
You are violating my First Amendment rights.
That's your opinion.
It's not a
Okay.
matter of opinion.
Do you want to be escorted out, Miss Massey? Because that's what's going to happen, and it's going to happen in the future also.
In the future also. Okay, well, I mean, like, he's asking her, do you want to go?
Anytime you attack,
That's
any
why you changed the
staff
rules.
member
Why doesn't she let him finish talking?
or any.
That's why you
city-
changed the rules.
This has been on the back of this form.
I understand,
all the
Mayor
time.
Hall, but that is completely unconstitutional.
No, it's
You're
not.
also
Okay, so she's trying to argue with the mayor.
engaging in debate, and so you should actually be
Anyway,
yielding the floor to somebody else
okay.
managing.
Chief, could you have somebody come down here and escort Miss Massey out
Really,
of
is that
this chamber?
necessary?
Yes, I
In
think
front
it
of my
is.
10-year-old daughter, you're going to escort me
That's
out
fine.
for
In front of my 10-year-old daughter. But in front of your 10-year-old daughter, you're acting like a petulant child. Like, she's acting like Miss Fiercelicious in Canada's Drag Race. Like, calm down, girl. You submitted a form. You signed it. You signed the stuff. You wanted to play by their rules to go to their town hall to get your voice heard. You couldn't even get your voice heard because you just didn't want to follow by some simple rules of letting people finish their sentence. Okay.
expressing my
She
First
can go
Amendment
with you.
rights.
She can go with you.
I'm not leaving.
Well,
I'm expressing my first. Do not touch me. Do not put your hands on me. Do not put your hands on me.
Come on out.
Do not put your hands on me.
Where's the cuffs? Where's the police officer? Where is where's all of that?
Come out with me.
Look at this girl holding her mouth. She's like, "Oh my god, this fat bitch getting escorted out." She's covering her mouth. The old people are like, "Yes, get rid of this young bitch." This is crazy. What is going on in American politics? I'm pretty sure you can't get away with this at Brampton. In our little city. I'm pretty sure you can't do that.
Are you detaining me?
Yes.
Why am I being detained? Under what charges?
I'm pretty sure you can be held up to 24 hours without having a charge, but I'm not American, you tell me.
What charges?
okay, so I'll.
Hey, I have personal property. Hold on. You cannot trespass me.
Yeah, I know. She can go out there. Okay.
She's getting those high notes. She got that high C. Leave me! Let go of me! Like, I love it.
I'll entertain a motion to go into E-session.
Motion to go into E-session?
Second.
Then moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're going into E-session.
Aw, they're gonna take a little break. He needs to check his blood pressure. Old guy. So, like, it's wild. Because, I mean, I find it hilarious that this woman is misbehaving in front of her child. She doesn't have proper decorum. And Jandy is surprised that this happened in Surprise, Arizona. Jandy. This is the guy that you have to play in order to get the beta developer combat card. This is what he believes in. He believes in this crazy extremist form of civil unrest. Great. Cyber bully the government. Do you see what her t-shirt says? I didn't even see that before. It says cyber bully the government. Ooh, so okay, so you can't bully LGBT or black, but you can bully the government? The double standards. I don't get it. What are people believing in? Oh, see, this is a problem. So Jandy's in that same boat as Dom Cianciolo. I find it very concerning that most of these guys, most of the developers, most of the animators, like, you can't just blame Steffi. You can't just blame Dominic. You have to blame all of these people. Like this guy, Ryan Torrey, who put a lot of himself into these animations. Oh, okay, cool. So he put his white man self into this Asian guy for animations. Lovely. This is the nice racism. The nice racism that Robin DiAngelo was talking about. Progressive white people perpetuating harm. And I don't think that she meant it in the way that she meant it or the way that it comes across. But this nice racism, how progressive white people perpetuate harm. I think that's pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. Like, just thinking here in Canada. So Justin Trudeau let in a bunch of immigrants. Now he's kicking them out. Now they're protesting coast to coast to coast. So, he caused harm. He caused harm to the Canadians. He caused harm to those nice immigrant people. Because he's a progressive white person. So yeah, progressive white people can be causing harm out there. It's very sad. And then all of those people are going to have to be shipped back to India. Oh, that's so sad. They spent money here thinking that they were going to get a life in Canada. But they don't get a life now because progressive white people say get out. It's so like, I can't. I just can't. It's so much wrong. Okay, so I think, like, really what we can look forward to with Combat Pack 2, I think it is racism to have these white people pretending to tell authentic Chinese and Nigerian stories when none of them are Chinese or Nigerian. I mean, this one might be Chinese. Who knows? But that's not the vibe I'm getting. I'm getting that it's a bunch of white people working at NRS saying that they're not racist by voting for Kamala and putting Cyrax front and center. So strange. So, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you so much for joining the Scream. Ah! MC, is that Mariah Carey? She's an adult, and she's acting like 6 years old. A lot of adult babies in this world. It's crazy. I know. People just don't behave their age anymore. Fierce Delicious. Oh, my God. Canada's Drag Race. I love Miss Fierce Delicious. She is so much drama. To post their political views everywhere, I see this as similar as Christians feeling the urge to recite prayers to not be punished by God. How about, like, when you hear the call to mosque? Do you include that too? I think it's a little strange hearing the call to mosque in Canada. Never used to hear the call to mosque before, but sometimes I do. Which way is Mecca? Which way is it? Okay. If you had to choose between the Dylan Mulvaney Days of Womanhood and Katy Perry's song, which one would you listen to the most? Oh, definitely Dylan Mulvaney. Definitely Dylan Mulvaney Days of Womanhood. That one's more hilarious. That one is more funny. Ricky Martinville. Ah, yes. Ricky Martinville. Okay, so I have here just some like fun little things. Cause yeah, it seems like the world is very focused on politics. And Dr. Phil was trending on Twitter. And I wanted to know what Dr. Phil was saying. So we got a couple of clippies here. I thought they were pretty cool. So let's hear this.
It's called Marxism.
Okay. And I mean, Kamala Harris talks a lot about equality of outcome, which is a very Marxist idea, which is kind of frightful because, like, who wants to live in a Marxist world? But, yeah, lots of people love this. I guess people never heard about communism. But people want it. They just, yeah, kind of scary. So, yeah, that was fascinating. Kind of surprised. But yeah, Dr. Phil appears to be like based, as the children would say. I also like, I think like he was like trending because of his conversation with Trump. But I thought this was also very fascinating.
Insurance companies would want us healthy, but they actually make more money. Insurance companies you would think would want us healthy, but they actually make more money if we get sicker. And then, of course, the pharmaceutical company.
That is so true, and that is something that I have lived firsthand. As someone who has worked in pharmaceutics, they care about the bottom line. They don't care about the patient. They care about getting more people on the drugs, prescribe them, widening the indication so that more doctors can prescribe them. The more people that they can have as lifelong patients, it translates to profits. That's all they want.
If you have a chronic disease, you're a lifetime patient. This drug, Ozempic, cost $1,500 for a week. And there's now a bill before Congress that would force the insurance companies, Medicare, to pay for it for every American who's obese. Well, that's 74% of our population.
Right.
74% of America is obese? Wow.
That's going to be $3 trillion a year. And for a tiny fraction of that, you could give every American 3 meals a day of organic food, and diabetes would disappear overnight. You know, diabetes is treatable with food, right, with exercise, and obesity is.
I like this idea that I don't have to cook. They talk about universal income benefit. Oh, what? Where's universal diabetes prevention benefit? I would like that. I would like that. Yeah, very fascinating. I don't know what's going on in America, but I also don't trust everything coming from America, especially when white people are calling themselves racists. I don't think that they can speak for all of white people, but they can definitely speak for themselves. So, like, when this woman says that she's a nice racist, I believe her. She probably has the most racist thoughts. Okay, so yes. What do you think about Dom? Do you think Dom is a nice racist? What about Steffi? What about Tyler? What about Derek Gertzik? Are they nice racists? A lot of their colleagues seem to be very nice racists. Because they're all part of that ideology. They're all voting for Kamala. They're all Team Joe. Yeah. Fabs. Absolutely fabs. So let's pull up a picture here. That's not what I want. This is the picture. What a nice racist. He's such a nice racist. Love Dominic Cianciolo. OMG. They call Bernie Sanders a communist. Oh no. I will look into the definition and history of Marxism. Thank you, Phil. Oh, we did a video about it. We did it. Yeah, we did that. Oh no, I shouldn't. I shouldn't what? Do on. What shouldn't? Steffi has internalized misandry. I guess that's one way of looking at it. But I don't know. How misandrist can you be if you don't get the chop? Yeah. That is the question. I don't know. I think there must be like, they love to talk about spectrums, but there must be some sort of spectrum of internalized misandry whereby either you would go through with the bottom surgery and the top surgery, or you would just pad your training bra and rub gel. Seems like there's a spectrum. Also, one seems a little bit less committed to the whole enterprise than the other. So, yeah. I don't know. Do we gatekeep that stuff now? Should we? Should we? Anyways, please leave a like, leave a dislike, or get out of here. Live stream's over. Why are you here? 4 of you have not left a like. Where are these likes? Either you like it or you love wasting your time. Clearly. Unsubscribe, please. But yes, if you really love all of this, please leave. Join the fam. Please leave. No, join the fam. Would be nice to have brothers and sisters in the bunny fam. Yes. We have a lovely community. Please do join. When the new combat pack comes out, all of the glitches, the secrets, they're going to the fam. They shall not be public. Yeah. So join if you want the secrets. But yes, much love to all of my brothers and sisters. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But huge shout out to J4. Love you, J4. Thank you. Hey, I left a like. Aw, thank you. Bye, mon petit coquin lapin. Aw. J'ai mangé la pizza avec lapin. Il y a un lapin qui détruire mon jardin. Mon jardin. Oui, oui. Anyway, so yes, thank you for joining along. I'm praying for all of you to have a fabulous day. But until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.